Hey, in this lesson, this is kind of a review from back to geometry. It's kind of a short lesson, but a very important one. So we talk about special right triangles. There's two special right triangles, and the reason the name of the lesson is functions of acute angles is because we're going to be talking about three of our special acute angles, so angles less than 90. So 45-degree angles, 60-degree angles, and 30-degree angles. So in each of these triangles, we have a relationship between the legs and the hypotenuse. So first off, in a 45, 45, 90, the legs are both 1, and the hypotenuse is a factor of the square root of 2. In a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the leg across the triangle from the 30-degree angle is 1. The leg across the triangle from the 60-degree angle is root 3, and the hypotenuse is always 2. So we can use these to find trig function values, and we're going to use them in standard position in the coordinate plane like we have been. So let me show you what that looks like. And since they're acute, they're less than 90, they're all going to be in the first quadrant. So here's my 45 degree, and we can make this look like a right triangle. The side across from a 45 is 1, and so is the other one, and the hypotenuse is root 2. So in our x, y, and r world, x and y are both 1, and r is root 2. We can do this for both 30 and 60 as well. So in a 30-degree angle, the side across, or 30, 60, 90, the side across from 30 is 1, the hypotenuse is 2, and the other side is root 3. Over here, when we have a 60-degree angle, the side across from 60 is root 3, hypotenuse is still 2, and the side across from 30, which is the other piece, is 1. So when I have a 30-degree angle, y is 1, x is root 3, and r is 2. When I have a 60-degree angle, y is root 3, x is 1, and r is root 2. So I'm actually going to go back here, and I'm going to copy that picture, and I'm going to take it with us. So we can use this to find the cotangent of 30 and the cosine of 30. So cotangent is x over y. So here our x is root 3, and our y is 1. And we can just write that simply as root 3. Our cosine is x over r. X again is root 3, and r is 2. So there's our cosine. So these are called exact values because if you put these into the calculator, cotangent of 30, cosine of 30, you would get some sort of irrational number, some decimal that went on forever, never repeated, and you would probably round and get some approximate value. But in this case, we know exactly that the cosine of 30 is root 3, and the cosine of 30 is root 3 over 2, and the cotangent of 30 is root 3. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that picture over here again. Oops. And then I'll go back and I'll grab the 45 picture, which you probably already have in your notes. So I want you to pause here, and I want you to find the secant of 45, and I also want you to find the cosecant of 30. So secant is the opposite of cosine, so secant is r over x. R in this case is root 2, and x is 1, so we can simply write this as root 2. Cosecant is the opposite of sine, so it's r over y. So over here in our 30, 60, 90 triangle, r is 2 and y is 1, so the cosecant is just 2. So here are the problems that we practiced. I gave them all because it's a good practice. I've posted the pages to Fusion, and I've also posted the answers to Fusion, so you can do the practice and you can check your answers. And the same is true for lesson 3, so I didn't have that yet for lesson 3, but I do now.